Good morning, fellow archers. I'd like to bring you another quick video on my two new arrows, along with how I gauge and give you the number on my website, and when I give you information on the forums or my Facebook page about how I rank the spines of my arrows compared to each other. Keep in mind, not an exact formula, not telling you this is what the spine of the arrow is. This is how I gauge it so you can understand what arrow falls where as far as stiffness goes. So before we begin, Joan, please pan to my shop dog Lemon. Just got groomed and a haircut, and you can tell she's really excited about being in the video with her lemon handkerchief. So that's my baby. So let's get started. I'm going to start today's video off with a Black Eagle Executioner 001. Everybody's super familiar with this. Great arrow, great company. Let's put it on the machine. All right. So I put it on the machine. I take the stiff side 90 degrees and I'll set the dial on 0, and then I put my weight on there. Now that went one whole revolution, so let me show you how I get my number. Count backwards from 0. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So let's say that falls in the 105 category. So I would write down on my website, if somebody was asking for general purposes, I would write down 105. That would give you a barometer on where the rest of the arrows are going to fall. So keep that in mind, 105. Now, let's go to the arrow that just came in last night, the Switchblade 3K carbon weave. When I had this arrow designed with the manufacturer, I asked him to make me an arrow in between the Black Eagle Executioner and the Zombie. I felt that there was a need to have something a little more than the Executioner, a little less than the Zombie, because there's a lot of bows out there that like a weaker, stiff-spined arrow. So let's put this on there and spin it around. You see, nice and straight, 90 degrees. There's my stiff side. Let's put this on 0. And let's put the weight on it. I keep my finger on there only to hold it from turning. And it is right there. So once again, we count backwards. So that's 84. 84. So this arrow is stiffer than the Executioner. Let's see where the Zombie falls. Keep that in mind. 84. And next is the Black Eagle 001 Zombie. Great arrow. All right. Stiff side 90 degrees. Put the gauge on 0. Put it on there. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, let's 75, 76. Let's call it 76. All right. So 76 for the Zombie. Once again, 3K carbon weave, a little weaker than Zombie, stronger than the Executioner. Now let's go to the second arrow that came in last night, and that is the Heartbreaker. When I asked my manufacturer to make this arrow, I said, let's get one as stiff as a Zombie, or just a little stiffer if we can. So let's see what happened here. All right, once again, straighten is good. All right, 90 degrees. Put the dial on 0. And keep my finger on it, stop it from spinning, put it on there. Bingo, 74. Let's call that one 74. So once again, pretty much equal to the Zombie. Those two hash marks aren't going to make a big difference. So real pleased with this arrow. So manufacturer came up with it exactly how I asked him. A little stiffer than the Zombie, if not as stiff. All right, just for comparison purposes, let's show you where the Woody falls. All right, mark's way up here. Once again, turn it sideways, keep my finger on it, put the gauge on 0, put it on there. Bingo, 62. So stiffest by far of all of them. Doesn't mean it's better, just means it's stiffer. So I hope this describes and understands. So when you look at my website, or when I post on Facebook or post on one of the forums, that The Woody falls in between 60 and 62. The Heartbreaker falls in between such and such. I hope you understand what I'm referring to as far as how I'm rating the stiffness. Now, I also would like to clarify one thing. On our website, I guarantee you that you're going to get spine matched arrows. So just for a rule of thumb here, I tested 12 of the, let's go with the switchblades. I tested 12 last night. Just pulled a 12 pack out and tested them. The weakest spine out of those 12 I found was 87. The stiffest was 81. So when I say I'm going to give you spine matched arrows, that means you would get 85s, 86, and 87s. Those would be in your group of 12 or 6. Nothing different. All right. And if I gave you an 81, 82, 83, you're going to get those in a group. Nothing different. Okay. So that's what I'm saying by I guarantee they'll be spine matched. Okay. So I hope that clarifies because I've had a lot of questions. So I just want you to understand, you are going to get the tightest group. So I'm not going to give you an 81 and I'm not going to give you an 87. I'm going to give you within 3 marks of each other, up or down. Okay? So I hope this clarifies. Got some other information. I got one more arrow in the works. Super excited about this. It's going to be a high modulus 40T carbon weave arrow. Super stiff, super light. Should be here late in the summer, I hope. So stay tuned for other videos, and thanks for watching.